Yo, what is going on, boys, and welcome back to the channel once again today, where we are going to be playing what is the new lowest skill deck in this game. And believe it or not, it doesn't even involve a Sparky, so you know it's going to be absolutely incredible if it doesn't even need that, boys. And before we get any further, yes, I am playing this in a challenge. This is simply because, you know, half my cards in this deck are going to be quite low level because my broke free-to-play account can't afford these things, boys. But if you hate me that much, you know, you can click off, I respect it, but please don't. I would really much prefer if you didn't. But anyways, enough jokes. So we are going to be going with this deck today, boys, and we all know Giant is just, it's something else right now. I mean, look at how easy we've just broke through at the very start of this game. This guy's going to go in for the barbs on top of Wizard. You know, we're playing the high IQ players here, boys, so don't think this is the easy leagues. This ain't no easy leagues. This guy's going in for the ultimate counter, and you know, there's nothing I can really do about it, but we have to accept it. But anyways, let's just do the absolute skill push that you guys have come to this video for, to see how hard it is to break through the enemy defense. This push, honestly, like I honestly don't know if it'll be enough, but you know, we'll go for it and see what we can do. But anyways, boys, I'm sure most of you guys have come up against this. This deck is absolutely atrocious. It just does disgusting things to people, and this guy's had enough of it already. You know, he's rage quit after the first play, and we can't say we blame him, boys. Honestly, we just can't. We'll hop into the next game. I mean, this game, we won't count this one, so we'll play 4 games today. But anyways, yeah. And yes, guys, we are back for what actually will be the first game, but, you know, we'll just leave that first game in just to show how much we can break someone's soul. And that first guy, I just want to point out, that was a giant graveyard player. So, you know, he deserved that. He deserves the mistreatment, and I'm sorry if that's a bit of a harsh thing to come out with, but you know, he deserves it. But anyways, we're gonna just go in for a giant here again. Why not? Let the little prince get distracted. Does that poison kill the wizard? I don't know my interactions, and it does. Of course it does. Okay, let's go in for the arrows here. Does that kill the little prince? It doesn't. Okay, you know, I need to learn my interactions a little bit. But one thing that's going to be real nice in this matchup, boys, is the fact that I do have the monk to deal with that little prince. Now, I never ever use monk, so this will be quite interesting for me. It'll be a bit of a fun difference. I never really get the chance to play it, so you know, it'll be a bit of a fun thing to see if I can get some good players going with it. We all know monk's pretty solid against the Dagger Duchess, because you just kind of get free damage if you cross the bridge. No, I really don't know what to do here. I'm just going to go find Monk. We'll just cycle it, why not? See what we can do. We can get a little bit of free damage off on the tower, which will go for the ability now. We're going to miss half the shots. Excuse my awful skills. But we'll get a little bit of damage off. Going to kind of even us out a little bit. We will go for the Void here on top of this little prince, I think. That will hit, won't it? Okay, it does. Very good, very good, very good. Let's go in for our wizard here, which will clean that up, that drill really, really nicely, and then we can go in front with our giant and get a good push going here, boys. It would be really nice if we had our night witch to back that up, but we don't, unfortunately. But anyways, we should get a good bit of damage going in here, I would like to think. We do have our arrows here as well, which we can go for. We'll just go for it now, get a little bit of damage off onto the Tesla, hopefully take it down a little bit quicker. We're actually going to go for the zap here as well onto the tower and the little prince. We get a little bit more damage off, and that's going to be a mega blow to him. Just so easily done as well. So he's going to go for, okay, we're actually going to avoid the little prince here along with the skeletons. I do not want to mess with them, and because the skeletons die in one, it goes out easily. And now we have a nice push coming with the giant and the Night Witch behind, but he will have his Evo Tesla, of course, which will cause a little bit of issue, but shouldn't be too bad. What we can do actually is maybe go for our monk here. No, we'll go for a monk down low here, just in case he does decide to go for the princess for whatever reason, and we can just kind of block that lane of attack off for him. And we're actually going to save our what's it called? We're going to save our wizard for now, just in case he does go for, the goblin drill. Then we can defend that pretty easily. And he is going to misplay his Tesla, so we're going to go giant here in the center. Not going to quite catch his princess the way I would like to. It would have been really nice if we could, but we are going to catch that goblin drill really nicely. We can back this up with a night witch here as well. Go in for a monk in behind the giant as well. We're going to have everything coming at him, boys. So let's see what kind of defense he can pull out here. Let's go for our ability here on the monk. Now, we're actually just going to go with that was a really bad ability for me, to be honest, but we'll take it nonetheless. And what we will do here is go for our giant right about now. Don't need to put that all the way back. We kind of want to get it going relatively quickly to deal with the, well, he doesn't have a Tesla up. And wait, what happened? Where did all that damage come from? What was that? What happened? I mean, I'll take it, but We love that, boys. Let's hop straight into the next game. And yes, guys, we are back for game number 3 against Royale. And I didn't actually review the last game, but I'm assuming that my monk, you know, the way it gets the big punch every so often, I'm assuming it just had the big punch on the tower and just did all that damage. And it looks like we might have a bit of a mirror matchup in our hands here, boys. And I have so much faith in us. What we're going to do actually is place the wizard on top, beside the monk here, save it a little bit, and then we can get our own giant going in very, very soon. I would like to think that my wizard will take this out pretty easily, and then yeah, we can go for our own giant. Oh, the monk is going to ruin that, but we have our own giant coming in now. I know I said that like 5 times, but well, let's just ignore that. And we're going to win for our own night witch here actually as well. Hopefully our wizard won't die. It will, and before we get the bomber down as well, which makes it even worse. That was a bad zap for me. Is that going to retarget? No, it isn't. My night witch actually could like very nearly take tower here. It's not going to, but we're going to do half the tower, so we're off to a really, really good start in comparison to our friend here. And that's actually a good way of using the fisherman. I'm quite bad with fishermen, in case you boys don't know, as exhibit A. So let's go in for our monk here, and hopefully we can get the giant coming in here as well, and he might activate our king tower, which he will. Really nice. Sometimes you don't get quite as lucky, you know, with the way the abilities work, but we'll go in for the ability here now, nice and early, get a good bit of damage off on the tower. We're going to go for the evil wizard here as well, which should clean all that up, no problems at all. And that's really nice. You know, we all know evil wizard is very, very good right now, and I love to play it sometimes, boys. Now we're in a pretty good position. We have a little bit of a damage lead, and we do have our giant and our night witch in cycle, so we're going to go for a night witch whenever we get to 10, or just before 10, so you know we're not leaking anything at all, not even point something. So we'll go for it right about now, get a pace down just before we hit that 10 mark, and we leak absolutely nothing. Now we'll let these first couple of bats go, obviously, that's just kind of the best way of going about it, and then we'll just go for our giant here in front. I'm actually going to go for my own, I'm actually going to go for the void. I might put the void his fisherman here if he goes for it. Okay, we're going to go for our own fisherman. We're going to go for the void on top of his fisherman. We'll also hit the zap, reset his fisherman, get a really nice play. That's going to be his tower down. We can then also go for our wizard here to hopefully clean that up. We're going to go for the night witch on top of it in case he decides to void it. We're in his head, predicting him left and right, boys, and that's going to be this game cleaned up real easily. Simply just outplayed, to be honest. You know, there's no other way of putting it. We're just a better giant player, I guess, boys. You know, I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing nowadays, to be honest, but we're there. So we have our Evo Zap in hand in case he decides he wants to be funny and go for his fisherman. Oh, actually, we're going to take out the Evo Bomber as well, even nicer. Okay, and that's going to be a pretty nice win for game number 1, or game number 2, boys, actually. And cleaned up really, really nicely, simply outclassed, and we hop straight into game number 3. And yes, guys, we are back for the 3rd/4th, whatever way you want to look at a game, and we are 3-0 so far, and we're hopefully going to end this video 4-0. That'll make up for, you know, and hopefully we can just take this in case I have a really bad video in the future. You know, we'll cash this in. I want you boys to remember this because this will come handy for me. I'm going to go monk here early, we'll hit the ability right away, and hopefully get the wizard damage done as well. It's going to reset. I did not know that's how it worked. That's quite cool, actually. I did not know it just reset the fisherman hook. Like, I don't think I've ever actually seen that interaction, so that's quite interesting to know. I mean, it's good to know these interactions just for no real reason. I mean, it's just cool. I never actually knew it did that. I'm sure some of you guys are listening to this and in pain because of my low Clash IQ. But what we might actually void his night witch here. I think that might be a good idea. We'll wait for some of the bats to go by, and then we're going to go in for the void here on top of it. He's going to survive. Some of them bats are still there. It's a little bit irritating for us, but it's always going to be good to just get the night witch out of the way. Now, we're going to go for a giant in the back, see what our opponent's going to do about it here. We do have our fisherman, which we can't. Okay, we'll go for the fisherman high here, and then we'll go for the wizard. Sorry for my panicking there. I just didn't know what to do with myself for a second there. But we've regrouped and we've got ourselves in condition. We are going to lose tower here by the looks of it. We probably could have done a little bit better to protect that, but we didn't, and you know, it is what it is. Let's go for the monk here in front of the evil wizard, just to keep it alive for a little bit longer, and to eat up any kind of, in case the fisherman decides he wants to play games us. We're not going to have that around here, boys. You know how we do it. So we actually very well might take a lot of his tower here. I feel like he's done that's a bit of a desperation play. He might be on no elixir. So we're actually going to Night Witch opposite lane. The Monk's going to pop off and take that tower. We love to see it. Honestly, Monk, bit of an underrated card. I know it's coming back now, especially like the top level, and that's actually where I got this deck from. I don't remember who in particular got this deck from, and I apologize. If you know who made this deck, please credit them, and I will be more than happy to give them credit, but I don't quite remember at the minute. But you know, the deck is kind of insane, and a lot of players are running this deck, so I don't even know if anyone will really know who the actual like OG owner is. But if you do, you know, I'm more than open to listening. Okay, but anyways, we're going to have a big defense on our hands here, boys. Now let's hit the ability to stop the Monk pulling it. Let's go for the Fisherman here. Fisherman's just going to pull away some other stuff. It's not really going to do what we want it to do. We're going to go for the Void here, plus the Zap, just to get rid of these bats quickly. And we are actually might lose our tower here as well. I think we're going to lose both towers. We're in a bit of a dodgy position, boys. Okay, let's go for the Wizard here in the center. We kind of get dominated here. A bit unfortunately, you know, we just lost at the end. My face could not keep it in. But you know, that's the way it is. You win some, you lose some. We did get the loss today in the last game here, boys, but that's not the point. But yeah. And yes, guys, this is the deck that we did run for today's video, and if you look, you know, you can see why I had to play in challenge. I got the level 10, 12, 11, 12. Plus, I don't have the evolutions, but we'll be back to playing more ladder tomorrow, boys. But yeah, if you did enjoy, do be sure to drop a like and drop a comment, and hit that subscribe button, of course. And yeah, if you are looking for a new easy deck, boys, look no further, because this will do you well. And I will see you all in the next one, boys. Peace out.